This is how it happened. This is how the Arrow Show died. Just a heads up to you guys who are Arrow fans or Batman fans or whatever. This will contain spoilers for episode 18 of season 4 for the Arrow that literally just happened, and the internet is ablaze. So again, you've been warned. A lot of stuff is going to be discussed that happened that is literally shaking the world apart on the internet. And Amber is here as well for this.
And I am livid.
Amber is livid. All right, so you remember at the very beginning of Arrow season 4, they teased the grave. And everybody started speculating it's going to be Diggle or it's going to be whoever, Felicity. Wanted it to be Felicity. We even saw Felicity get shot this year.
I'm sorry, I like Felicity, but she doesn't belong with Arrow, and we all know why.
And she's not Oracle. Even though CW made her Oracle, I will never accept it. Ever. She
basically became an Oracle clone.
So
this entire show is a show full of clones. Everyone is a clone of somebody else.
Clone. Yeah. Arrow equals Batman Light.
Yeah. Batman Light.
With Ra's al Ghul, Oracle. All that's missing is Nightwing. I will say this. If Nightwing shows up, I will watch Arrow again. If Nightwing doesn't show up, and he comes into Legends of Tomorrow like people are hoping for, I'll just go over to Legends of Tomorrow because that show's actually more interesting. It's like Doctor Who with superheroes. This show is just it's limping.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing with the voice modifier and the fact that his outfit is so dark that it's like one shade away from being black. It's like, yeah, it's a Batman light.
It's Batman.
It's Batman.
Now he's green and he quips and he has boxing arrows.
Yeah,
but
because they're trying to revive it, trying to make a Green Arrow at the very end.
I think that based on the reception of Green Arrow season 4 or 3 or whatever, they actually could have had the show start as Green Arrow. They didn't have to do this whole Survivor Lost Island zombie type thing past. That's so jarring to me. I don't like it. I don't like the back and forth of this happened now and this happened in the past that has some relevance by the end of the season to what is going on with the main. It's that's how Damien got superpowers or whatever. It's still, it's so convoluted.
Half Arrow, half Castaway.
Basically, how do we explain this?
She died.
She died.
Okay, so Black Canary's dead now.
She's dead.
Everyone is very upset about it. The Twitter is going crazy. And basically the reason why we wanted to talk about it is because everyone is really upset. And what Luke was telling me was that if these people have to explain to all these people and have to go to all these places and explain to different news places why this is happening, you know that, people are upset about it.
Just look at DC Comics Twitter and CW for what happened tonight. I mean, it is just monster damage control. Entertainment Weekly has the interview that they did ahead of time with the producers of the show to explain the death of Laurel. And now you have DC Comics that wrote a 3-page editorial explaining their reasons while promoting DC Rebirth that Black Canary and Arrow are going to be a thing again, which they weren't in the new 52. So they're like, hey, it's okay. Yeah. Black Canary and Arrow are together in the comics. So it's fine. I mean, we never said that they're actually, okay, you're going to get upset by this. Flash season 2, Black Canary, Laurel Lance, is going to appear as her Earth 2 counterpart.
Oh, that's cool, but I'm really I don't like the other world things. I just like it all to be in the same.
I like the multiverse
universe. Yeah, it's all right, but I don't know.
But here's what upsets me. Okay, we'll talk about how she died. But what upsets me is at the very beginning of the year when they were teasing who's in the grave, you had the producers of the show say that this death that was coming out was going to be final. There was going to be no resurrections, no Lazarus pits, no magic, no voodoo, no nothing, no miracles. She or he would be dead because they needed that death to be that main impact. So they teased that it was going to be, what is it, Arrow's first wife and her son, that it could be them. It could be Diggle, could be his sister, could be Felicity's mom, or even the captain, because they were like, all these characters, their story arcs are done and whatever.
It could be Arrow's cat. I don't know.
Is there an Arrow cat?
I have no idea.
There's an Arrow cave and now an Arrow bunker. All these things are Batman related, by the way. There's the Bat Cave, the Bat
the
Bunker.
Arrow Cave.
Yeah. The Arrow car is the only thing missing. They have motorcycles. They call them
so
Arrow
basically,
bikes.
I challenge you guys if you can go find that quote because I believe they might have taken it down now.
Oh, yeah.
Because they originally said it would be permanent. I wonder if they're going back on that. If they're going to make it non-permanent.
Based on the response for tonight, yeah.
So basically, we wanted to talk about this because we believe that if this is permanent, this will destroy the show. A lot of people have already said they're not going to watch. A lot of people have already given a lot of colorful expletives.
Half the people
and very upset about this. And I'm going to explain why I'm upset because Black Canary was a character that I could relate to. I thought she was really cool. And basically the only reason that I watched the Arrow show was I wanted to see Black Canary in action. And my heart was broken almost every single time I watched it because she was always being put down until like he was actually with this other girl named Canary who wasn't really her. And then after that it was Felicity. And I was just so annoyed to this point where she died, but not even with honor, not even fighting crime in a hospital. And it's like a video of like, it's just like a episode of ER and it's just ridiculous. And there was even annoying stuff when she died. It was just weird. Like, it was just like nothing, no one spoke anything. It was all dramatic. It was just,
They spoke with their eyes.
I'm just sick of, like, I just want a cool superhero, fun action, show. And it just annoys me that this is so dramatic and just dark. And then on top of it, they kill her off. So for me, it kind of kills the show. It kills the show.
Right. So
I'm very upset.
Basically, what Amber was saying, what happens is Black Canary gets hurt fighting bad guys in tonight's episode or whatever. And at the end, they actually make the audience think, okay, she's going to be okay. This is just, another revolving door scene with the hospital. An Arrow character gets near death and everything's fine. And they're all like talking about, oh man, that was like a tough battle and we're going to be okay. And then all of a sudden the hospital crew runs in and it turns into ER and I'm waiting for the theme song to play. And, Laurel has no lines. She's lying there, and then she dies. And you could just see the look of horror, like Diggle cries. He has one tear for sadness. Thea's losing it. Felicity, like, expresses a fake mourning reaction, kind of like, aha, I get more screen time now, or take that, Black Canary Arrow fans,
Yeah.
And the scene with the captain is what really, Oliver is just in this kind of, I don't know, he's like, this can't be real. This has to be another universe or something. She was important to me, even though I chose her sister over her when I was engaged to her.
And then you chose somebody else later and constantly chose other people than her. Yeah. And then he just looks like really weird. And then her dad comes in and looks at his face. And then somehow a psychic connection. It's like
she's
somehow
dead.
By seeing his face sad, like he's
the look says it all.
He just falls over. But can I just tell you why I think this show was doomed from the start, or actually their relationship was doomed from the start?
Real quick.
I'm just gonna say it in 2 seconds. The reason why I think that it could never ever happen is because he cheated on her with her sister at the beginning of the show. That is something that, I'm sorry, if that ever happened to me, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter, soulmates or whatever, I would never be able to get over that, ever. Like, their relationship was doomed from the start. Like, any girls watching or whatever, you would never be able to get over that, and it doesn't matter, it was just doomed. It was totally doomed. So I hope in the other universe that he had never cheated on her, because it's just totally doomed. It was destroyed from the beginning.
And that he has a beard. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Amber could go all night talking about this, but we want to keep this short and simple. So in the comment section below, were you devastated with the death of Black Canary? Or you just don't care? Are you team Black Canary, or are you siding with DC on this? And what do you think about it? I mean, we really want to know, what your minds are thinking about.
We want to know.
Just, if you're a Olicity fan, be respectful to the Black Canary and Oliver fans, okay? We don't want, like, a shipping war. This was...
I want a war!
Stop it. This was something that nobody was expecting, although it was kind of hinted at. And hopefully there'll be some hope for people with DC Rebirth, but you have to remember that Black Canary art coming out with Green Arrow is going to take 2 years. So while they will meet for the first time, We don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, God bless. Happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this format, let us know. And who knows what will happen in the future. Bye-bye.
See ya.